Hello everyone, this is Rohan, and I'm going to speak behalf of my team and give a summary of and research done by our team on our project. So, our title of the project is Text Summarization Techniques using Deep Learning and NLP Techniques. So, our lecture and this project is run under supervision of Annapurna. So mostly our aim of the project is we are going to given a transcript, a report, or some thesis of some master thesis or something. So our aim is to take that report or thesis and we have to summarize it. So like summarization means it takes all the important points from it, from the transcript, and we have to show it for like, if you think from the human point of view, we have to read all the transcript, we have to understand the words, we have to understand the sentence, and we have to understand on what is going on in that, and we can write the summary based on that. So but for a computer, or for the computer, it should be trained such that it can understand the meaning of it. So now, like while doing research, and we found some different types of summaries. One is, you can see in the diagram here, one is based on the output and one is based on the input and based on the purpose. I will discuss it here. So what is based on the output is, there are two types, one is extractive and abstractive. So abstractive is something like, what you do is you will just count the most used words in the report, and you just that if the rank of that is very high, you'll just remove it. So it's like a basic NLP techniques using TF, IDF, or some rank, like it's same as page ranking algorithm. So that you won't be doing on pages. So in page ranking algorithm, we'll be doing based on the links. In here, you will be ranking based on how many like how frequently the word is used in the transcript. But extractive is different. Extractive is, it learns, it reads all the text line to line, and it will extract it. I gave an example. Alice and Bob took the train visit to the zoo. They saw a baby giraffe, a lion, a frog, and cow. So, if you think abstractive, what you do? You just make the important words from it. So, Alice and Bob seems important. Visited the zoo and saw the animals or birds. But this seems irrelevant. But if you think an extractive, which is generated by a machine, Alice and Bob visit the zoo, saw a flock of birds. So this justifies us. Okay, like zoo means animals that we know, and a flock of birds. And there are and based on input, there will be single and multiple documents. So there will be multiple documents of the same thesis. There won't be any single document. There will be multiple pages of master thesis. And another one is generic and query based. We'll be discussing like our query based. So generic means it can detect everything, but everything has some different words and different context related to field. So some words will have different meaning in one subject and another meaning in another subject. So I'll just show you an example. So like, according to Oxford Dictionary, there are around 1.5 million words in the dictionary, but when it comes to medical field, there are around 3 million words. So like, how is that possible? It's like, let's assume that PCD, like it's a pulmonary cardiac disease. So according to dictionary, disease, cardiac, and pulmonary are three different words. But for a medical science student, these three words like a single word for him. It may not be single word, but for him in medical science books, this is considered as one word. These three, when these three are together, it creates some meaning. The same with computer science. Computer and science are different words, but when they are in the same place for the particular problem, suppose if I am summarizing a computer science thesis, in that thesis I have to know that this computer and science are two words that should be alongside. If that's not the case, then there will be no purpose of it, then the summary will go irrelevant. So what's our idea is, we will create 4 to 5 different models based on, so there will be, assume that there are three. we have categorized into three. One is computer science, one is not computer science, one is this engineering field, medical field, and one is economics. So we will this is one kind of idea. So we will train these three models separately. It can be anything, it can be a meeting transcript. So if there is a particular meeting, the meeting will be on particular topic, right? It can be of mathematics, it can be of some AI, computer science, or some engineering, mechanical engineering. So we will train different models. Okay, each model, let me show you. Each model will train it with all the computer science papers. So I will just explain why is that reason. Suppose if I train my model with all the papers, with all the summary for giving summary of it, then assume that this computer science words, the relation between them will get increased, because in some papers computer and science are not same words. In economics, computer is a different word, science is a different word. So this creates some distance between these word in a what we call that vector space, where the probability of these two are together decreases, the space between them increases drastically. So we don't want it, right? So what's our idea is train all the engineering papers. So on the engineering field, computer and science are the same words. So if I train only all the engineering related papers on one model, so after training that one model, so there is a possibility that, so and this is all theoretical, we'll just prove practically with the graphs and with practical graphs. If you go with all the engineering papers only one model, then there is a high possibility that computer science and the model will be able to detect that computer and science are same. So the distance between them get decreased. So we want that only, right? And see and another thing, suppose if I am training my model, I will be giving as input as words, but computer doesn't understand words. So we have to encode it into numbers, but we can't directly encode. There are some techniques like glove and word to vector. So word to vector, it takes the word and converts into a vector of 512 dimensions. So we'll be feeding that into it, so we will also get a vector, and that output vector we have to convert it into words again. So this is our workflow of our project. First we'll pre-process the data, and another thing is, so we have to make sure that the model is either from computer science field or medical field or some economics field. So what do we do is we use standard NLP techniques. So to figure out, like we can figure out, right, after reading the whole paper, during some NLP techniques like naive Bayes or TF-IDF method, we can figure out that which domain this paper belongs to. And we have three separate models which is highly trained, and will give input to that. And this is the normal way. So what is we talked about division of model. Now we'll be talking about how we'll be creating our model. So we are going to create three models. So we have on our research we got two models, one is sequence to sequence and bidirection model. So we have to implement it and see which one is the best one, but we got some pros and cons on it. And this is our architecture for testing purposes. We have chosen sequence to sequence model because we chose sequence to sequence because we'll give a sequence of words and we have to get output as, we'll give here a sequence of words 3 and we'll get output as sequence of words. So that's our what we call that, and we'll be using LSTM, long short term memory cell. So these are neural networks which are RNNs, which are very useful for storing data of previous text. And we are just in a testing process. We have to vectorize the words and we have to feed the words to the model. So this is a sample model that was created using TensorFlow, and this is the structure of the model. And there is another thing, one that is attention. So we have added an attention layer. So this attention layer is useful for some purposes. And why is attention layer we have to use? Because if you are reading a lengthy paragraph, after some time you may forgot what you have read before some time ago. So I will just show you with an example. So the animal did not cross the street because it was too tired. So what does it means here? It can be street and like I can go with a general inference that it will be animal, but for a computer it doesn't know whether it is a street, because street is an object and animal is an object and a thing. So for this point of view, we have to create some attention model, which we will show in the next review on how this attention model works, and we'll be showing with an implementation. So we are a team of 3 and we have divided our work. My work is preparing the model and testing the model, and Debangan's is working and tokenizing and cleaning the data sets, and Divyansh is testing, improvising models and preparing the data sets. So this is preparing the data sets is something like important. We have to collect the data sets from some particular source. And what's our future? So I will explain, like future we'll be using, like we have an idea of using BERT, because BERT is a model which already has the command over English language. Like if you are training it from the scratch, it doesn't know words, it will be learning. So we are thinking of using BERT plus transformers. So if we are able to successfully do that, then we'll be showing it in the next example. Thank you everyone.